Hi everybody, it's Chef Lovely, and today it's Viva Italiana. We're gonna make Mama's marinara. Here are the ingredients. 1 large onion, finely chopped. 3 large cloves of garlic, minced. 1 carrot, finely chopped. 1 stalk celery, finely chopped. 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil. 2 15-ounce cans tomato sauce. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. 1 cup of water. 1 cup dry red wine. 3 tablespoons of fresh parsley, finely chopped, 10 fresh basil leaves, torn, 1 tablespoon dried Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon crushed red pepper, that's optional, 3 bay leaves, kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper, 1 recipe handmade Italian meatballs, hot cooked spaghetti, finely shredded Parmesan cheese. So first things first, I'm going to heat my pan, medium-high heat, and we're going to add in a little bit of oil. Now we're going to go in with all of our aromatic vegetables. This is going to give this sauce a lot of body and of course tons and tons of flavor. So we're going to go in with our onion. When you hear that sizzle, you know we're cooking. Something delicious is about to happen. We're going to go in with our carrots and our celery. This is a classic mirepoix, which means 50% onions, 25% celery, and 25% carrots. Classic fancy French term. You can impress your friends with that one. Okay, we're also going to go in with a little bit of garlic. It's Viva Italiana, so we have to have a little bit of garlic, right? Fantastic. So step 1 is done. We're going to saute these veggies until they're tender. We don't want to get any color on here. We want them to be nice and translucent. So we're going to keep moving these vegetables around. A good wooden spoon is a great utensil to have here. And I'm telling you, as soon as you do this, everyone's going to come into the kitchen and say, "What are you cooking?" It smells fantastic. Again, adds lots of flavor and of course beautiful color as well. So we're going to keep sauteing this. Loving this. Okay. So we're about halfway there. So now I'm going to reduce my heat just a little bit because, again, we don't want a lot of color. We want them to be nice and translucent, and we want to sweat it out so that we get all of those beautiful, beautiful flavors. Fantastic. So let's talk about some of our remaining ingredients while this is going to continue to saute over here. So we're going to add a little bit of basil. We're also going to add some parsley. Also, bay leaves. Here's a little Chef Lovely tip. Bay leaves are not edible. So once they go in, they're only there to flavor your dish. At the end, remember to pull those bay leaves out, okay? We're also going to add some crushed red pepper for a little bit of heat because I like it a little spicy. We're going to add a little bit of sugar. Sometimes tomatoes can be a little too acidic, so we want to add a little bit of sugar to kind of balance all of those flavors out. I have some dried herbs here. Here's another Chef Lovely tip. Before you add in dried herbs, give it a crush right in between your hands. I'm going to show you how we do that. It's going to release the oils and it's going to perfume and bloom with great, great flavor. Okay? And then we're also going to add some red wine, some tomato paste. It's going to be delicious. Let's check on these veggies here. Okay. So this is looking good. Translucent. They're sweating. They're getting nice and tender. So let's go in with all of these ingredients I just mentioned here. So there's our basil. Here's our parsley. We're going to add a little bit of that crushed red pepper. We're going to add in our 3 bay leaves, tons of flavor there. A little pinch of sugar for sweetness. And here are our dried herbs. So watch how I do this. I'm going to just put it in the palm of my hand here, and I'm just going to rub, rub, rub. The kids love doing this. Have fun in the kitchen, right? So we've added all of our great seasonings in. Now, a little bit of red wine. If you're like me, you have a glass on the side while you're cooking. Red wine goes in. A little bit of water. We're also going to add some tomato paste. This is sweet, concentrated tomato flavor. This is going to give lots of flavor and also a little bit of body and richness to our sauce as well. And of course, it's not marinara, Mama's marinara, unless you add in the tomatoes. So there we go. Add that in. And as my mama would say, don't waste anything. So we're going to scrape the bowl. We're going to get every little bit right into our pot here. Fantastic. Okay, give this a stir. So here we go. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. One more quick stir, and we're gonna let this cook and get beautiful. We're gonna let this simmer uncovered for 45 to 60 minutes. So my mama's marinara has been cooking for close to an hour, and it's nice and thick. All of the flavors have come together. Now, remember about those bay leaves, you wanna pull those out, and there's 3. So let me go in and find them so we can just take them out and discard those. So there's 1, here's 2, and let's find that last bay leaf. Okay, here is bay leaf number 3. So now that those are removed, we're gonna add in our meatballs to our sauce so they get coated in the beautiful thick marinara that we just made. So gently stir, stir, stir. I think my mama will be proud of this sauce here. Okay, fantastic. Now I'm gonna give it a little bit of a taste so that we can season it with a little bit of salt and pepper if we need it. You know what, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. No extra salt, no extra pepper. Fantastic. So now let's plate it up so we can eat. So here's my beautiful white plate here. Here's our pasta that we cooked a little bit earlier. So I know when I have spaghetti, I have a really big plate of it. So I'm gonna add tons and tons of pasta on this plate. It just makes you feel warm on the inside when you have a big plate of spaghetti. Okay, now to make my work a little bit easier, I have a ladle here, so I can ladle on my sauce and my meatballs. So here we go. Make like a little nest, if you will, a little hole, and then just turn it right out on top, just like that. Now I'm gonna get a ladle that has no meatballs in it, just sauce, so I can go around and put a nice even layer of that beautiful marinara that we made. Fantastic. Now, I'm not done yet. We're gonna garnish it with a little bit more flavor. I have some Parmesan cheese here, so here we go. I'm gonna just make it rain with Parmesan cheese. Delicious. Now, this is what I call Mama's marinara. Don't forget to save a piece for me.